started. Hi guys, what's up? We're live. We might be having some technical difficulties. Give me un momento, por favor. I'm getting a couple different things sorted and set up right now, but we are officially 1.5 hours away from the release of Lost Colony, and from what I have seen in Discord, there have been no hints of any further delays. Dolly hasn't said a single word about a delay. So yeah, I hope you guys are hyped. I am super hyped. For some reason, the stream on Twitch is being funky again. I don't know what the problem is. You guys might be able to hear me. I was doing some troubleshooting at Twitch earlier, and it was working, and now it's not working anymore. And I don't know why it was working. I had video, and then now it is no longer working, and I don't know why. Twitchies, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I don't know what the problem is. But guys, how's it going? What's up? Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready to go? Because we're in the countdown, man. We are in the countdown. Don't start sharing Twitch yet. I can't get Twitch to work. I don't know why Twitch isn't working. It is being funky. I think I might actually just full on stop the Twitch stream and then just restart it and see if it works. It says it's working. I don't know what the problem is. It's being very hello? What is this? First look at Lost Colony. I had it working, guys. I had it working, and for some reason, it has decided that it doesn't want to work again. It was working. It was working earlier. I don't know what I did to get it to work, though. That is kind of the thing. But I don't know why it's being weird. Output, service, this one. Did that work? I don't know. It worked earlier. It worked earlier. You know what? I shouldn't have touched anything. That was my problem, is I shouldn't have touched anything. And I think I touched things, and then things went boom. Things definitely went boom. And now it is being weird again. It is being very weird, and I don't know why. I couldn't even begin to tell you why. It's being funky. It was working. I know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. We're just gonna stop the Twitch stream. Yeah, we're just not gonna worry about it for right now. Maybe we'll worry about it a little bit later. Anyways, guys, how's it going? Yes, we have. So yesterday, we went through all of the leaked stuff, and everything like that. Also, let me just make sure my YouTube stream is Gucci. We're Gucci here. Everything is Gucci. Guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here, by the way. We're on the road to 8K. We just hit 7K last night. And yeah, we got a lot going on. So I hope y'all are ready. We're going to go through all the information that is available as of right now. We did this last night as well. And then, yeah, we're just going to chat and talk about kind of the things that we expect to happen and the things that we expect to see and all the new exciting creatures that are coming with Lost Colony, because there are a whole heck of a lot. And if you haven't been over to this page here, this is the Steam page. And I will actually go ahead and drop this link in chat for y'all to go check it out. It's got all the information, like all the information you could ever possibly want about Lost Colony is here. There's so much information. I mean, like, look at this. It's just a page full of content and information. So we got a lot going on here. Hello, Zerly. How's it going? It is coming out. Taz, look at the timer right above us. Look at that timer. That's the timer. So, yep, it is coming out in an hour and a half. It's supposed to come out at 1 p.m. Korean Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. PST, which I guess would be 11 p.m. EST. And then for my poor Europeans, y'all are looking at like 4 or 5 a.m., I think. Also, Danny, why are you awake? I just realized that. Danny, you should be asleep. If you are here, I know you were here earlier. You should definitely be asleep. There is no... What do you mean there's no timer? There's literally a timer at the top of the screen. What? I'm looking at it on YouTube. Lost Colony release, 1 hour and 26 minutes. Am I seeing things? I'm confused. What do you mean there's no timer? There's literally a giant timer. It's a big old timer. Hey, Nathan, how's it going? Hey, Demon King. There's a giant ass timer at the top of the screen. It's ticking down. It's been ticking down since last night, 12 hours ago. All right, so guys, let's start. Let's start by going through all the information. We also have a mini stream to. I was scrolled down too far. I was gonna say, I'm like, look, I know I'm just now drinking my coffee for the day, but like, I know I'm not that crazy yet. No, yeah, unfortunately. What time zone am I in? I am in Korean Standard Time. I live in South Korea. So it is 11:34 a.m. here right now. Yup. Okay, so I think first and foremost, let's just go through all of the information. Or, let's look at the trailer first. Let's pull up the trailer. Give me 1 second. So the official trailer is not out yet. There was a kind of a release that was unofficial. It's not like it came with an investor thing. It's very weird. The quality of it is absolutely terrible. It's Erica Coded ARK. So Erica Coded is a content creator who streamed the let me go to YouTube and look her up. Who streamed the investor meeting. Erica is Coded is her name. Erica is Coded. Let me also sync it back up to the beginning here. And then I'm going to give you you guys should be able to see it. There we go. It just disappeared. Why did we disappear? We didn't like Google. There we go. There's Google. All right. So again, this is a trailer that was showed at an investor meeting for Snail Games and Wildcard, and it is not anything of high quality. It is going to be played in movies before the Avatar movie. It's like 30 FPS, and also it is being like restreamed off of a stream. It's terrible quality, which is why I haven't really talked about it terribly much, because it's very hard to see a lot of the stuff, but you can see some things in it. They are mean. They are keeping you up. Disco, go to sleep. Wildcard ain't happy about this leak. Bassic, that's literally a Wildcard dev on the screen. That's Jeremy. They're not unhappy. They knew it was going to happen because it was at an investor meeting. That's literally a Wildcard dev right there. That's not a Snail. I mean, technically they're all Snail employees, but that's literally Jeremy, a dev for Wildcard that you see right there on your screen. So they knew that it was going to happen. Hey Jai, how's it going? Hi Leah, how are you? TikTok didn't work, so we're not going to talk about that. TikTok broke again. But yeah, so, I mean, they're not normally leaked, but this is literally like, I don't think that they're that shocked. They're not that upset. And they literally said in Discord that they knew that it was going to be talked about and shared. So, and actually, I would actually disagree with you, Bassett, because if you go to Snail Games' website, they normally actually post videos of their investor meetings online. So that is actually a thing. So I technically disagree with you because they've actually posted online. I mean, anybody can be an investor, but this is the goal of this is to get new investors. So they want people to see it. But if you actually go to Snail Games' website, which I did, you can look around and you can actually see previous meetings and stuff like that. So it is a thing. Please don't spam my chat. K331 Cacao Talk code. Ban you. Don't do it. Hajima. All right. Anyway, so we're going to turn off the music. We're going to take a listen to this. Let me turn it up because it is very quiet. There is no music really in the trailer either. But this is, let me also turn it. It literally max level is 1080p. So still no further delays, Borg. Still done.
That will release on Thursday. But what this is a minute-long kind of teaser trailer that's going to run nationwide for, I think, about a week in front of Avatar Fire and Ash.
진짜? 진짜!
Theatrical kind of commercial.
진짜.
And please excuse.
한국말 아세요?
Is 24, which bothers me as a gamer.
Hi to your ma too.
But they're
Mama?
24 for theater.
Ooh, mama.
So it looks like a low frame rate. All right,
Love my cat. Where's my kitty? I don't have a cat. What do you mean? Well, I have a cat, but not in here.
Marian traveled there looking for a way back to me.
Let me make this bigger.
But what she found instead.
What? What was it? Tell me!
There she found the stuff of nightmares.
I agree with that, Emil. I 100% agree with that. Yes. Where the bangs? They grew out. Look, they grew out. It's just such terrible quality. Oh, it is. It is.
Something real on the ark,
It is.
despite the loss and pain.
Trespassers! You should not have come here.
Hi, Remy. How's it going?
The battle has arrived.
All right, so that is the 30-second trailer. Again, I'm not going to share this too much because, like, again, the quality is terrible. It's very hard to see pretty much anything in it. But we're now going to go back over to the Steam page, and we're going to talk about the Steam page because there's a lot of information in the Steam page. Is it going to work? Okay, yep, there we go. Let me pop this back on screen. Everybody should be able to see it. TikTok, can y'all see it okay? Is it all right? It should be all right for you guys. And you guys can see the timer. I was playing around with settings today. An extra cloning chamber just for them. Big eyeballs. Yeah, it does have big eyeballs. All right, so let's go through this. Let's talk about, I'm going to play a little bit of music in the background because otherwise you just got to hear me drone. Now, we went through all of this last night on stream as well, and you may have already seen it, but the most important thing you need to know is that this map is meant to be a bridge between Extinction and ARK 2, which is supposed to be coming in about 2 years, I think. That's my guess, is about 2 years is when we're going to maybe see ARK 2, because there's some other stuff that is going to eventually tie into ARK 2 as well. And basically, the whole map, Arat Prime, is a map that has gone through some really crazy things. There's a lost king, and we're gonna just kind of talk about that here because this is basically the story, the background here of what we are going to be encountering. So, the end of the arcs, the genesis of a new saga. Plunge through the icy heart of darkness as you reunite with old legends, while rekindling hope for the next generation. ARK Lost Colony bridges the gap between Extinction and ARK 2 with the most ambitious narrative experience in the franchise's history. Your journey returns you to the beginning, Arat Prime, the site of humanity's final stand. You awaken in the Necrocene, a brutal post-cataclysmic era where the Earth's southern pole has been plunged into eternal night. Buried within the deep snow, the metropolis of the lost colony clings to existence beneath energy shields, powered by the radioactive warmth of red element. So similar, I think, to how Extinction has the bubbles, right? I think we're going to have a similar situation with different areas kind of encompassed by these shields that are powered by red element. And of course, there is an eternal night as well. Let me see. And it's radioactive warmth. Lovely. It just sounds toasty. Survival here is an act of defiance against nature itself. This unnatural heat source keeps the colony alive only by repelling the reseed protocol, ensuring the earth remains broken so that the Lost King may rule his corrupt kingdom. So the Lost King is probably going to be the final end boss of this map, and he has essentially taken control. There are outposts, there are minions that he has that you can either raid or defend, and because of him, it's all broken. That's right. I left you out this morning, and I am. I'm wearing white. I'm team light. Okay, we must repel the darkness. All right. I'm feeling strong about repelling the darkness today. All right. We're channeling the light, Amalgamaniac. You can't hear anything. I don't know why. You might want to turn your volume up. because the audio is definitely working and I'm not muted. I know I'm not muted. But yeah, somebody at Debo Plays and tell him that he needs to unmute his audio. Who's on the dark side? Well, 34% of you are on the dark side. 27% of you are just in it for yourselves. 39% are in that light team light. And still struggling. I don't know why. To hear me? This is my normal audio volume. I'm gonna be peaking if I turn it up anymore. I'm literally gonna be. I literally can't even. Hello. This is kind of scary to do. I don't know why. Normally nobody has. Yeah, I was gonna say I should be sounding fine. I've never had any issues, but. Anyways, let's continue on. There's a bunch of new areas, and all sorts of really cool stuff for us to check out here. So, someone messed with your speakers. All right. So there's going to be new animated sequences by a Japanese studio, which is very interesting. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes that we know, which is something that is new that we haven't really experienced. Hey, Carlos, how's it going? Light Club. Dunk, 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 dunk. Everybody. All right. Everybody clap your hands. I'm showing my millennial. It's okay, Michael. I was going to say, I think some people are just having audio issues, right? Anyways, let's take a look. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new biomes. 7 new biomes for this, which is very exciting. 27% living that tree beard life. Carlos, they can't be on early. They actually can't unless Wildcard gave them access. They can't. So, unfortunately, that is impossible. You really sound like Mystic, a streamer. My name is Mystic, and I am a streamer. All right, so let's talk about the 7 new biomes that we have here. The first one is the Lost King's Dominion. This is the city. This is the metropolis. So basically, I think if we go back over to this, and then I specifically add in. Yo, Lee, thank you so much for subscribing. We could also just wait for it to filter, but I could just add in a picture. Because I have all these pictures downloaded. Let me see, where is it? This one.
Kaboosh, it's sub.
Yo, thank you so much. Who was that? Cheyenne, I appreciate you. Sorry, I'm adding pictures here. So if you guys see this picture, right? The city. This is from the animated trailer, but as you can see, the city here that we have, that is the Lost King's Dominion. And we saw it in the trailer and all that other stuff, but that is the Lost King's Dominion. There's a lot of really cool information about that as well. You can hear me now. Hi, Abby. How's it going? Showing my millennial. I am. Don't look at my gray hairs. All right. Look, I'm totally channeling Team Light by having gray hair. All right. I own a cluster and use Beacon Omni. Not sure if anyone knows how we go about making a server right after the map gets added. I would assume maybe it's got an update. I don't know. I've used Beacon and not had a good experience with it. So sorry. I wish I could give you information. Will we have to pick light or dark? We'll get there, Taz. It's not necessarily picking a side. I just kind of made it a fun little thing. But there is decisions you'll have to make in the game, whether you choose to go with defending or attacking. The grays be sneaking in. All right, I pluck them, all right? I'm going to be honest. I'll own up to it. I pluck my gray hairs. I pluck my grays. I hide them. The ones underneath are fine, but the ones on top, those get plucked. Anyway, so the city itself is called the Lost King's Dominion. We also obviously have the snowy areas called the Tundra, which is the map's perimeter. Basically a desolate Arctic expanse scarred with craters, debris from a fallen ark that crashed back to Earth. Twilight Forest. Now this is definitely going to be where I will probably be hanging out because it sounds gorgeous, it sounds wonderful, it sounds beautiful. So the Twilight Forest and Mountains, a fantasy boreal nightmare, that part not so great, where the bioluminescent flora reacts dynamically to the auroras overhead. I am so excited to see the sky. I think the sky is going to be gorgeous. I'm so excited. As you ascend, the forest thins into craggy peaks and knife-edged rocky spires. So basically, the forest is down below, and then there is a mountain up top, which I don't know if that's going up to the city. I don't know how that all works. I'll have to see. Do I live in Seoul? No, I live in Busan. I live down in Busan. I live in the warm place. Says, would you pluck a gray hair 3 months? Never. No, it's not true. It's a lie.
Kaboosh, it's
Sheila, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome in. Welcome to the fam. The Dark Forest, a twisted, foreboding woodland that serves the gateway to the map's more dangerous zones. So there's going to be 2 forests. There's obviously going to be the Light Forest and the Dark Forest. We also have the Caldera, so the journey into the heart of this collapsed volcanic crater. This dramatic sunken pit is the city's power core, where superheated water channels geothermal energy upward, feeding the Gothic metropolis with radiant heat. At its center looms a colossal megalithic ring, a sacred ritual site consecrated by the lost king. So, did I get food and sleep? I had pizza for breakfast. I had pizza for breakfast. How do you tame the dragon? I will get there, Mr. Taz. Patience is a virtue. All right? Patience is a virtue. Hot Springs sounds so good. I agree. We'll get there. Just breathe. Breathe. Hot springs scattered across the map. These pockets of geothermal activity provide ample water and resources. They offer a vital warm respite for players attempting to recover from the brutal wind chill of the Necrocene. Now, I think the wind chill is going to be similar to heat stroke, like on Scorched Earth. I do think that this is going to be probably the icy cold version of that. Ark MJ Evolved, what's up? Tell me, we have the choice on what biome to spawn in, or do you think it's out of our way until we more explore? I think there's a possibility that where we can spawn is going to be locked, because there are, I'll get to it in a bit, but when it goes into talking about the city, there's apparently you have to get through gates in order to progress. So I'm guessing you'll probably have the option to spawn in one of the 2 forests. That would be my guess. Yo, Lang, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. By the way, guys, if you are a member, you can play on our community server. We have 2 permanent servers, and we're going to have Lost Colony later today. In approximately, I would say about 10-ish hours is when I'm planning on dropping the community server. So I gotta finish my stream. I gotta get the server set up. We also gotta wait for Nitrado to fix whatever's probably broken. You had pizza for breakfast too. Let's go pizza fam. Pizza fam for the win. Pizza fam. All right. Anyways, aberrant crash site. So this is another interesting thing. So venture into the hazardous toxic sludge environments where debris from the crashed aberrant ark has corrupted the landscape, twisting flora and fauna into radioactive nightmares and avoid bubbling pools of corruptive liquid edmundium. Now, these aberrant crash sites, that is where we're going to find these creatures here, the revenants. We're going to talk about that in a moment, but the revenants are going to be found probably there. It's very exciting. It's super exciting. I got pizza for breakfast basically because I was like, I'm going to want to have something that I can just quickly heat up in the microwave and then eat and then continue doing ARK stuff. All right, so a lot of these creatures we already know a little bit about. We have the Veilwind. For those of you that don't know this, that maybe haven't seen my video about 8 things you need to know before Lost Colony, maybe one of the mods can drop a link in chat for that. It's a video that I posted about 2 days ago, before the delay. Or maybe it was after the delay. But basically it was definitely before the delay, because then they announced the delay and I was like, well, rip. You can take one thing only with you into Lost Colony, and that is an unmutated Veilwind. You are going to be able to take in a Veilwind, an unmutated one, unless you're on an unofficial server that doesn't care about transfers in and out. Our community servers, I lock transfers just like official, so you can only take in a character usually. However, we're going to have to see if Nitrado allows us to take in Veilwinds. If not, I will be spawning in Veilwinds and providing them to the community members, because it's supposed to be a part of the thing. It's something that Wildcard has said that they're allowing, so I'm going to provide it for the community. I decided to stay up for the drop instead of just going to bed. You've not slept and it's now 4 a.m. Gaudium. Look, we have an hour and 6 minutes, so maybe you'll fall asleep by then. It has to be upload, not cryopod. MJ, thank you so much for subscribing. It has to be upload, not cryopod. That is what was said in Discord. So you can't use cryopod. Dino only, upload to terminal. Yep, 100%. Yep, no cryos. Okay, so the Soul Wind, witness the miraculous transformation as your Veil Wind consumes Vulpite. So this is what will allow your Veil Wind to turn into a Soul Wind. Ascending to become the majestic Soul Wind, acting as a mobile sanctuary, it defies the cold while carrying you across. So I guess when you're riding it, you're not going to get cold, which is nice. Carrying you across glacial terrain and scaling sheer cliffs. That is very exciting. That means we're going to be able to climb mountains with it. Very cool. Its enhanced healing factor revitalizes both Mount and Master in the waste. Command its cryokinesis to forge vital ice bridges or empower your next decisive strikes with a surge of strength and speed. So Soul Winds are definitely more of support mounts and protective mounts rather than fighting mounts, but very, very, very cool. Aww. Traits. I mean, if you have the trait on your creature, I don't think they're going to take away the traits. I don't think it's going to climb like a Thyla, though. I think it's just going to run. I'm thinking, okay, so if any of you have seen me play Where Winds Meet recently, in Where Winds Meet, you can literally just run up a wall, like up a cliff. I'm thinking it's going to be like that. Like it's just going to just go up, not climbing like a Thyla, just going up. That's my thoughts, but I'm not 100% certain. And then we have the Malwyn, born from corruption. The Malwyn is the embodiment of malice, existing solely for threat elimination. Its very presence is a curse. It uses teleabsorptive abilities to slow regenerative processes, so it will prevent you from healing. It induces sluggishness, so it slows you down and weakens its prey. Unlike its benevolent cousin, the Malwyn cannot climb or forge ice bridges. Instead, it slides across the frozen waste, vanishing and striking from afar with potent teleportation. Very interesting. Two very different creatures that come from the same one. I do believe it will. I do believe it will, Gottman. I do think it will. We'll read that in a second. I actually didn't even read these ones yesterday. Weaponize the Antarctic. This monstrous primate turns sub-zero temperatures into devastating weaponry. Dominate the battlefield by splitting cryogenic spikes to slow advancing enemies or crush them by propelling massive rolling ice wrecking balls. We already knew that. Bond with the beast to unlock a unique symbiosis. A shared affinity so profound it physically reshapes the creature, dynamically morphing its frame to match its attributes. We already knew that, but I don't know about this shared affinity thing. That sounds very interesting. Hey, Warren, how's it going? Let me see. It is not available in America now, Warren. It is coming out in 1 hour. It is not available anywhere yet. 1 hour. It's not available in the US. Let me see. I don't think I've missed any messages. But yeah, so then we obviously have the Gloon, a fever dream made manifest by the mad scientist Edmund Rockwell. Just from getting ridden. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. This floating grotesque is a gift that carries a terrible curse. The Gloon manipulates the spectrum with terrifying precision. It can warp light to vanish into thin air or contract its bulbous ocular sacs to unleash searing laser beams. A master of trickery, wriggling its glowing pupils to mesmerize the weak-minded, but beware its spite. A single glob of its spit will drive nearby aberrations and creatures into an uncontrollable, bloodthirsty frenzy. So these guys are probably going to be in the aberrant crash site areas and stuff like that. From being ridden. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. That is 100% true. Yeah, so the person who rides it more gets that affinity buff. Yo, Jekyll, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome in. Yeah, this is very interesting. All right. And then obviously this is what a lot of people are really excited about. And I did post a very old video from 3 years ago, actually, of me taming Desmodus back in ASC on Fjordur in Discord last night. You guys should go check it out if you are unfamiliar with how to tame them. It's pretty easy. All you need are blood sacks or yourself, and it'll just take from you. But basically, Desmodus is the master of the night. It is a terrifying vampire bat that thrives in eternal darkness and the Necrocene. Use its echolocation to hunt prey across pitch black skies, latch onto cavern walls to ambush enemies from the shadows, and craft the potent sanguine elixir to enthrall even the most stubborn beasts. So I can't say the number goes down or not. I don't think that it does, Cheeto, because our community members were definitely using them a whole bunch. Is having a certification issues. Here, read more spoiler about the game. It wasn't earlier. I will very quickly check if Dolly has said that. I hope she hasn't. I don't trust anything unless it actually comes from the source, which is aka Dolly, her wonderful self. Let's see what we got. Discord. From Dolly. Nope. As of 2 hours ago, absolutely no problems. Nothing from Dolly. So unless you're getting that from a dev of Wildcard, that is false information. I don't think so. I don't think there's any odds of it getting delayed. We're an hour out. Dolly would have implied something. So she usually is like she hasn't said anything in 2 hours in Discord. So I'm gonna be optimistic. But yeah, only airs. I don't know where you're getting that information. If it's not coming from Dolly or a Wildcard dev themselves, it is fake news. The situation I'm in? Huh? I'm sorry, we're not in any situation? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you mean. Does not go down for being cryopotted? Yeah. It's like a permanent buff attachment. It should be out relatively close to on time. Yeah, I think so. We're an hour away. They would have delayed it more if they knew that it was going to take more. Okay, so this is a new creature that we haven't seen. This is a modded creature that is coming to the game. It's called the Cryolophosaurus, and I very kindly nicknamed it the Loofah last night. So if you hear me calling it a Loofah, it's because Cryolophosaurus, try saying that like 10 times fast. It's a really difficult name. I'm so sorry to the dev, but like I'm gonna call it the Loofah. It just seems so much better. But Cryolophosaurus, Loofah, anatomy meets artillery. This predator turns elements into ammunition, slurping up snow and water to fuel its biological cannon, launch a volley of narcotic sludge to sate heavy targets, that's super cool, or exhale a freezing mist that coats your allies in protective ice. In the heat of the hunt, the predator kicks into overdrive, igniting a hypermetabolic trance that grants it terrifying speed and turns its jaws into instruments of bone-chilling destruction. It's a loofah. I don't know why I decided to call it a loofah, but it's a loofah now, all right? I think it's the Cryolophosaurus, the loofah. I've never used one of these. We looked up a picture of it last night, but they look very, very cool. Let me see. He means that the notes you're reading were only released to smooth over backlash from the 8-hour delay. Oh, the 8-hour delay wasn't because of certifications, because they found a bug and they had to fix it. And then obviously it had to go through recertification. I'm sorry, Airs. I'm so sorry. Can't wait to see the dragon. I know. I'm Aureliax. You're gonna be my baby. The loofah. Yes, let's look. It'll be the day when all of a sudden everybody starts using a phrase that you use. Let's all call it the loofah. I'll know I've made it as a content creator. Everybody starts calling it the loofah. All right. Anyways, the Giga Desmodus. Now, this is very interesting. I thought the Giga Desmodus wasn't going to be tameable, but it does sound like it will be. The true king of the Chiropteran skies, the Colossus serves as a flying fortress, capable of hauling behemoths or a mobile command center on its back. It dominates the battlefield by raining down red element-infused blood to decimate foes from afar or delivering a devastating tail execution to anyone foolish enough to challenge its reign. Good name idea. Let's go, Lufa. 2-hour delay? No, there's no 2-hour delay. It's coming out in an hour. Let me open my window. It's hot in here. It does seem like a rhino on steroids. Yes, it does. It does seem kind of like a rhino. It's counting down for release. It is, Marcus. Yes. So 55 minutes. 55 minutes. Now, this is my baby right here. This is look. Who has not ever wanted to ride on the back of a Chinese dragon? If you have seen Spirited Away, this is your fantasy right here. Riding around on the back of a Chinese dragon. Aureliax, a telekinetic dragon that floats with eerie grace, embodying the celestial balance of yin and yang. Prove your worth to this serpentine guardian to hatch it from its chrysalis. So we were speculating last night that it is going to be something similar to how the Dreadmare is. Like the Dreadmare has an altar that you have to do things for, right? What you're going to have to do is find the chrysalis for this and then do something to prove your worth to it. We don't know exactly what those things are yet. We are going to be finding out, and that is something that we will be checking out 100%. I think Spirited Away because it's Chinese or Japanese, but they have the same type of dragon in Asian folklore. So what the loofah looks like, please. Mr. Taz, I will maybe if I have time. I'm gonna keep going through all this real fast. But you can look it up. You can Google Cryolophosaurus. What small goo creature was necessary? The Gloon? You talking about the Gloon? The Gloon. More towards Falker from Neverending Story. I guess I guess we could also call it Mushu. It's kind of like a bigger version of a Mushu from Mulan. But yeah, so essentially you're going to have to find a chrysalis just like you would have to find like a wyvern egg or something like that. And then you're going to have to prove your worth to it in order to hatch it. So they're going to warp reality to protect, heal, and levitate enemies or crush enemies with gravity and death. So you can pick them up and then smash them down, which is super duper cool. And it has massive coils, can airlift 2 creatures simultaneously. That's very interesting. And now one other thing that's really important about this guy is that it does appear to have more than one seat on the saddle, as we could see from that one picture. If we go back over here, let me see this page, and then I do one of these, and I switch it out to, let me see this picture here. So in this picture here, you can see it's maybe a little bit hard to see. It's quite small, but the Aureliax has two riders on it. So it will be able to have a passenger or another rider or something like that, which is very interesting. There we go. Back over here. Oh God, sorry, I'm clicking all over the place. TikTok's getting like all sorts of little red boxes on their screen. I'm sorry, guys. It's just the way that it works. Okay, that'll have to do. More dual rider saddles. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of if it's 2 or if it's 3, because technically it's got 2 horns, so it could potentially have 3, which would be very, very interesting. All right, now the Thralls. So all of these up until now are tameable. The Thralls are as well. The Lost King's bioengineered workforce. Unlike wild dinos, these intelligent soldiers wield weapons, wear armor, and use personal teleporters to defend their master. You can build your own legion by earning their trust in defense outposts, or forcing their submission by raiding their strongholds in attack outposts. Command them into battle and even take control of them directly. Your Thralls can be used for various essential management tasks such as resource harvesting and base maintenance. This is very cool. So you can actually have them working in your base when you're not online. Bye, Mr. Taz. Have a good one. Hi, Jackal. How are you? So, there's more information down below about Thralls, but they are tameable. And you will be able to have a little army of them. Devo, don't say it's going to be delayed. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be delayed. I think we would have information from Wildcard now if it was going to be delayed. I don't think it's going to be delayed. Gargoyles. Harvest them at your peril. These stone sentinels slumber as statues, but disturbing them awakens a relentless monstrosity. So in that trailer that we saw, there is a Rex that looks like it's a statue, and then it breaks out of the statue. That is a gargoyle. So there are going to be statue dinosaurs around the city, statues that will basically, if you disturb them, or I think the way that it works is if you are aggressive in the city and you attack things, things will attack you back. So, the gargoyles are basically the protectors of the city. Just like how, like, gargoyles in theory are like protection on buildings and stuff like that, right? Gargoyles are supposed to protect. Gargoyles are protecting the city, the Lost King's city. So very, very interesting. Mine the Legion of Gloon. Y'all like Gloon? It reminds me of the Noglin. It's just creepy, man. By the way, Leah, thank you so much for the heart on TikTok. I appreciate that. And Lindsay, how's it going? How are you? I know, Jacko. We're coming down. 50 minutes left. All right, neophytes. So these gargoyles, neophytes, and revenants are non-tameable. They're not supposed to be tameable, at least from what I can gather here. Here's to no bugs. Very little bugs. I agree. Let's positivity. All right. Neophytes, the feral bat-like abomination standing as tall as a gigantopithecus, acting as the city's antibodies. They descend from the shadows to purge anyone generating hostility. Do not rely on your army to save you. These monsters possess mutated hide, nearly immune to creature attacks, forcing you to draw your own weapons and face them blade to claw. Now, these guys, these are the bat guys. If we come back over here, not that one. Edit. Undo. Not that one. This one. This image here, the bottom right-hand corner, that is the neophyte. That bat-like creature, that I believe is the neophyte. And they are not going to be tameable. They're going to be city guardians, so to say. So they'll attack you if you attack other things. Now they are weak to weapons, but resistant to creatures. So it's going to be probably similar if you think about like the turkey or the what were the little dino robots for Fear Ascended. I think it's going to be resistance like that, like massively reduced damage probably, if any damage at all. I don't think you necessarily need the new tech spear, but you have to use weapons in order to... The Mousers, yes, the Mousers, those ones. Why are you... Don't be sad online. What do you hope you can tame them? Neophytes look so cool. Well, we're not getting neophytes that are tameable, but we are getting Thralls and we're getting Desmodus. And Desmodus is way better. Trust me, Desmodus is way better. So... my guess is it's going to be some type of a resistance like the Mousers or like the turkeys are, where like regular creatures just do vastly reduced damage or almost no damage at all. And you have to use weapons. That's my guess. Well, just whatever you do, don't go into the city and pick a fight. That's your lesson. Don't go into the city and pick a fight. That's how, well, you're getting the Desmodus, Spooky. It's coming. You get the Desmodus. All right, and then revenants. These are the twisted, mindless remnants of thralls and dinos that have been infected by liquid Edmundium. These purple-hued monstrosities swarm the ruins in massive hordes, overwhelming survivors with sheer numbers. Now, these are the zombie creatures. Let me switch it. You can kind of see them in the center, middle of the screen, but I have a better picture. This one here. So these are the revenants, the creatures and the dinos and stuff that have essentially been taken over by Edmundium, liquid Edmundium. Basically like corrupt creatures, like you would think like corrupted dinos and stuff like that on Extinction. I think it's going to be a similar concept with these guys. So... Desmodus on Fjordur for Ascended. Nope. Desmodus is coming with this map, Marcus. It's coming with this map, which is super exciting. Official page updated the background to Lost Colony. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Neophytes remind you of a Ferox? Why? Just the way that they look? Desmodus will be good for getting Bloodstalkers in Gen 1. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we've still got a long way to go until Gen 1, but there's a lot of things that are going to be, I think, useful. Whoa, Cheeto, you're putting words into my mouth. I never said that. Don't go start fights. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to start a fight. I probably will. The Iggy a TLC and give them armor pen to counter the armor of neophytes. Iggy, no, nothing's getting TLCs besides the creatures that they just did. I don't think so. Yo, Jess, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the fam. I can kind of see the Ferox. I can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I don't know. I can't really see the Ferox with it. Yo, Master, thank you so much for subscribing as well, guys. We're on the road to 8K. We just hit 7K last night, which is amazing. So do subscribe if you like the vibes and you want to come hang out. And again, also, if you would like to come play on our community server, you are more than welcome to. It's PvE, just some quality of life mods, and we have an amazing, amazing community. And we do community events and stuff like that. So, and the new dragon have similar heads. I don't think that's connected. I don't think they're connected because a dragon and a monkey, two very, very different things. I don't think that they're connected. Iggy, I think Iguanodon. I think he's talking about the Iguanodon, right? Vibes are awesome. I'm really hot right now because I turned up my heat because it was really, really cold. And now my heat's kicking in and it's terrible in here. So, all right. Anyways, let's talk about Thralls. Okay, so the way that the Thralls work, you can recruit them. Now, there's two paths that you can choose. You can choose to either kill or defend. Earn the trust of the king's soldiers by defending them against revenant hordes and defense outposts. I think this is going to have to do with the missions. They've talked about missions in preparation for Gen 1. But I think the way that you're going to attack or defend is going to be a mission style thing. And as you can see here, they're talking about hordes of revenants in the outposts, or crush the resistance in attack outposts by actually just forcing them into submission and defeating them. Whether through loyalty or fear, these soldiers join your ranks to be leveled up like any other creature. It's similar to, Gen 1. The Cryolophosaurus joined chat. Hello, Cryolufa. Lufa. So excited for the return of the Desmodus. Yeah, I didn't think the Giga Desmodus would be tameable, but it sounds like it is. Justin, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. Might even sponsor a mod for that. Ooh. Oh, dang. You know, look, I think the Iguanodon is a cool creature. It does have its uses. I don't personally think it really needs a TLC, but I don't know. Dolly has not said anything in Discord since, she's been quiet in Discord for 2 hours. I can't look it up on my PC one, but I have it on my phone, and I'm just sitting here refreshing from Dolly. She's been very quiet, so I'm thinking that's a good sign. I think they're just kind of getting all hands on deck, and we'll have to see. She was having a fight with the Lost King in Discord earlier. They were tit for tatting earlier, back and forth. The Giga Desmodus turned the normal one into... Ooh. That's an interesting theory, Life. That's an interesting one. Silence before the storm. I'm really feeling the light and dark vibes, guys. I'm so excited. It has been so long since we got a truly new map in ARK. So I'm totally for this. Did you get your luggage put away? My luggage? My luggage? My luggage? I haven't traveled anywhere. What do you mean? I believe Paleo ARK is doing an Iguanodon. Ooh, Paleo. The Paleo. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. Otherwise, Desmodus would have been said to have evolution. That is possible. That is possible. It doesn't give us any information on how it's tamed. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. The paleo stuff is 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's been a long time, Buffy Kitten. It really has. I've been playing ARK since it came out on PlayStation 4. And so I've played all the maps the first time through. I'm playing them all again in ASA. And there's a difference between getting an ASE map revamped for ASA and getting an entirely new experience that none of us have played or experienced before. I am so excited for this. Hi, Al. This is the Lost Colony stream. What's up? How are you? It is. Okay, so let's continue going through this. So, you're going to have to do missions, and your missions are how you're going to be able to get Thralls, I think. Tactical modes. Automate your survival with 3 distinct behaviors. Set Thralls to guard mode to patrol or defend your perimeter. Logistics mode to automatically sort and organize your base inventories. I love this. I freaking love this. Harvest mode to gather specific resources while you explore. Also love this. I love this. I love it. Hey, Lord Worley, how's it going? This is 10 out of 10. I love this. Yeah, it could be. We'll have to see. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna check all of it out. We're gonna test everything and see what we can do. ARK Ascended and ARK Evolved this are still playing Evolution. You know, online I was looking at it and it's about even. It's not terribly far off. It's about even. Hey, Global, what's up? At least like a month or so ago. I think I was looking like a month or two ago. And it was about the same. We don't talk about Aquatica. No, Lord Worley, it comes out in 39 minutes. It's always been 39 minutes. It is coming out at 8 p.m. PST. It's always been that. I had people coming in like an hour ago saying it was out. It's not out. 39 minutes. Always. Or at least it was only after they did the 8-hour delay. So, how can I join community server? So, Zerly, if you look in the description of the stream, it has the information. You need to be a member here on YouTube. You can either be a member on this channel or on my main channel, which is Mystic Korea. Doesn't matter which one. So you have to have a green name. And then once you have that, you need to connect your YouTube to your Discord, and you'll basically get a special role in Discord for members only, and you'll be able to see the application for the servers. How about that future official map Atlantis? Al, we're not talking about that yet. I'm going to be making a video about upcoming stuff next week. So, yeah, no worries. Unreal Engine. Yeah, we were talking about that last night as well. They've been able to do some really, really, really cool stuff with what they have now. Yo, Buffy, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome. We're not talking about 2026 and 2027, guys. Oh, look, I have a whole... Oh, Bassic, don't say that. Atlantis is its own map. It already exists. They're just making it official, I think. But yes, the Thralls can ride dinos. Yes, they can. I got a noise. Al, thank you so much for the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate that. We're not going to talk about the other teased stuff, the other leaked stuff. I'm going to make a video next week about 2026, 2027 stuff. Don't you worry. All right, now, anyways, so Beast Riders, we're going to get there. Total Possession. So this is something that I'm thinking has to do with survival of the fittest. Total Possession. Assume direct control of any Thrall in your army via a neural link. With no limits on range or duration, you can use their expendable lives to scout lethal territory or equip them with your own high-tier weaponry to turn the tide of battle. There's 2 parts to this. It reminds me of the Noglin, and it reminds me of that ability that they added into Survival of the Fittest, where you could go into this almost overhead mode and direct your creatures. I don't know exactly how this is going to work. I think it's going to be more like the Noglin, maybe. I think it's going to be more like the Noglin, where you actually are like seeing it through their eyes, maybe. But that's the 2 things that it reminds me of. So, class warfare. Each Thrall has a class, whether it's, so basically they have distinct visuals, natural armor, and a class weapon. And while they cannot wear survivor armor, their resilience and firepower make them a force to be reckoned with. They will have traits just like tames. They can earn unique traits that enhance their combat performance and open deeper customization paths for your infantry. Now, this is interesting. They earn it. So they are not going to be breedable, but they're going to be able to earn them. I guess maybe through battle, or maybe you choose like a path with them. I'm not 100% certain, but it does say that you earn the traits rather than tame them with the traits and like put them on them. I'm not sure. Beast Riders. Thralls are trained for war, not companionship. Order these elite forces to seize the reins of your beasts, transforming primal creatures into disciplined war machines piloted by cold, calculating executioners. Survivor enhancements. Your leadership defines your strength. Invest in Beastmaster skill tree. So this is going back to the skill tree to unlock passive buffs such as Husk, Resilience, and Violence Made Manifest, which boosts the damage and defense of every Thrall you command. So I think we're getting new skills in the skill tree as well. Gloon. Through Spartan training. That could be interesting as well. That could be very interesting. Which do you want more, the Chinese dragon or the Gigadesmodus? Chinese dragon. Like, it's not even a question. I want to ride a dragon. You see, I'm wearing white today because I'm channeling the light side, okay? I am channeling the light side. I absolutely 100% am here for the Chinese dragon. There's no question. There's no question. There is no question in my mind. Welcome back, bears. So yeah, that's the Thrall stuff. Now, this is really exciting. We're getting a fabricated crossbow, which has a classic mode, a sniper mode, and a shotgun mode. Very, very exciting. We're getting the tech spear and the ultimate melee ranged hybrid. Master the flow of combat with a blink dash to evade damage or teleport straight to your thrown weapon. That is cool. Switch modes to inflict torpor for non-lethal takedowns or raise a defensive field that blocks strikes and deflects incoming projectiles. Cool, cool, cool. Hollow decoy. Deploy a holographic clone of your survivor to distract wild creatures. Yo, Blade Pony, thank you so much for following on TikTok. I tried to stream on TikTok. I had it working earlier. It decided not to work. We're going to maybe take a break before it comes out and see if I can get TikTok working. I live in Korea, guys, so TikTok's really weird for me, and it doesn't like me, and yeah. I don't think you're, well, in order to, like, tame the Thralls, you have to do missions which require you to either gain their trust or defeat them. I'm not 100% certain. We've talked about maybe the possibility of a karma system. No, it's not delayed yet. Yet. It's not delayed. It's coming out in 33 minutes. 33 minutes. That was Twitch. Yep. These things here are very interesting. We have the Blood Forge, a sinister new crafting station that can repair any item or reinforce it beyond its maximum durability for a price paid in blood. Warbench. Don't throw away low-tier loot. Combine 3 low-quality items to forge a single higher-tier masterpiece. Love this. All that junk that you popcorn or you throw in the grinder can now be sent into the Warbench. Medical stand. Connect this versatile station to nearby creatures to auto-feed narcotics for simplified taming. I'm not sure if this is, like, how this is going to work. I assume you're going to take it with you as you're taming stuff, which is an interesting idea. Like, you carry it around with you to tame stuff. Administer stimulants or blood packs to restore vital stats or drain health to generate a new supply. So you're going to be able to, I think, use it to get blood packs because this whole thing has a lot to do with blood. Cryo Hospital, a tech tier storage unit that passively grants experience points. This is really only good for official players because if you use a mod, an unofficial for like other things, then this, I think, is only really going to affect really official people or people who don't use like a cryopod mod and are just using vanilla cryopods. That we can recruit NPCs as trimates to become thrall or whatever. You don't. So you're not recruiting them. You're forcing them to your will, basically. NPC tribe member to another map. I would think so. I think you can export it. I would assume you could probably export them. Get a license for that warbench. This one's cool. The shoulder pet display stand and companion bed. Show off your favorite little friends. Place them on wall mounts or standing displays where they will perform idle animations and watch passersby. This is very cute. I'm excited for this one. My PvE is happy with this. Naughty is so much more fun, though. I know y'all are up to no good all the time. All the time. Now, this is also very interesting. So if you are unfamiliar with Genesis, should the community Lost Colony map have 0 mods at first to really experience the way it was meant to be? No. Because no, trust me, everybody would ride in the streets. Our mods are relatively vanilla. We don't have crazy mods. We have like Dino Depot. We have a stacking mod. We don't have crazy mods. Our community would riot. They love CS way too much. So anyways, if you're unfamiliar with Genesis 2, there is a plant species called the species R, and it basically gives meat. And it seems like they're bringing back that and connecting it with the Genesis maps by giving us the plant proto-species R, a twisted carnivorous botanical nightmare native to the frozen waste. So you're going to find this out in the frozen wasteland. Well, this indigenous meat plant, so it will be able to give meat, sits silent in the gloom. It hides a deadly defense mechanism. If you start harvesting it, it's going to trigger a silent alarm, which will have revenants start attacking you, which is very cool. I used to main Cross Arc back in Evo, so nowadays I just play unofficial servers to kind of replicate it. What do you mean high wattage? What do you mean official? Oh, yeah, to have some, yeah, I do think that there's some things that are really nice for official players here. Like, all of it's really nice for them. Because a lot of this stuff, like the Warbench, is similar to, like, the upgrade station. So if you have that mod on your servers, then this isn't really anything too terribly different. I think this is a balanced version of that, because that one could be quite OP. We've already seen the tech bunker. We already know about that. Cursed weaponry and armor. There's going to be new armor sets that we've seen. And let's see. Okay, so there's going to be new tools. The twisted variants of Fabricator and Tech Tier gear offer unprecedented customization, allowing you to equip 2 equipment traits. They're bringing back equipment traits. Okay, we've got equipment traits. I didn't see that yesterday. Interesting. That could also be further unlocked via the skill tree. Very interesting. Weapon traits. Weapon traits, y'all. Tinkering bench. To me, it sounds more like the upgrade station, because you can actually like upgrade, and the Blood Forge can allow your durability to be increased as well. So it kind of reminds me of the upgrade station. We've already experienced the build hammer. We've got new Arctic armor that is a lighter one than the traditional fur. Let's see. There's new Thrall-themed armor and weapon skins. And then Barracks of the Damned. Renovate your base with the Thrall structure tile set and a full suit of themed decor. So we're getting new building stuff, y'all. We're getting new building stuff based on the Thrall structures. Which is very interesting. So basically, they're fortresses. Very, very, very cool. Thank you so much for the likes, Al. Like, yeah. Does CS have the teleport dino thing? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't use a lot of the OP stuff with CS because I don't like a lot of the OP stuff. It's on my servers because the community members like to use it, but they get to choose whether they fully use it or not. I personally don't like a lot of it, but that's just me. Now, campaign, outposts, and skill trees. Expand the end game with outpost missions. So we've talked about this a bit. We're either going to defend or attack. They are choices that define your allegiance in the Necroscene. So you're going to be deciding whether you are working for the Lost King or against him. Stone! That is a brutal analogy. That is brutal. I already have, yeah. We have 2, like, permanent community servers, Extinction and Ragnarok. And then in about 10 hours or so, we're going to have Lost Colony. Yeah, so Lost Colony is what we call a rotational server. So we have 2 permanents and then we have a rotational, and the rotational changes like every 6 to 8 weeks. And in the past we've done like Scorched Earth, Aberration, Amisa, and I let the community vote, but right now it's going to be Lost Colony. Nope, we're still on schedule. Still on schedule. It's 26 minutes. 26 minutes. All right. Okay, so there's the defense outpost, which we've already talked, lowering his army's hostility towards you as his voice guides you. He's going to be talking to you in your head. He's going to make you a little cry. And then the attack outpost, which is where you choose Defiance, and you breach the fortified strongholds, and you attack them, and you take it on. Now, resource caches. I'm a loot goblin, all right? This is for me. Secure your survival in the open field by claiming valuable supply drops before scavenging hordes of neophytes and wild creatures overrun them. So this kind of reminds me of extinction drops, but I think it might be a little bit different. I think it's going to be like almost like beacons, but like they can be overrun and destroyed like an extinction drop would be, but I don't think there's going to be waves. So they're spawned on waves on the drop, but this I don't think is going to have that. I think it's going to be a drop that can be destroyed by just wild creatures. It's not. What do you mean? There's no delay, Sean. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Gonna steal the release time. Y'all are just bad. Y'all are bad, man. Lost Colony skills. Over 70 skills and milestones. 70. Unlock 3 powerful new progression paths. So we're going to get 3 new paths. We get the Wayfarer path. We get the Beastmaster path. And we get the Utility path. And then the final thing. The Ascent. The March to the Throne. Your path leads to the Lost King's Palace looming over the city. Conquer dynamic outpost missions to weaken his grip on the realm as you dismantle his defenses and secure the sigils of his lieutenants. Okay, so this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to probably do a certain number of missions in order to obtain a sigil. And once you obtain a certain number of sigils or unique sigils, the gates to the Citadel will open. So think about it like for a boss fight, you need certain artifacts and you need certain tributes. I think the sigils are kind of like the tributes or the artifacts that you need in order to get to the boss fight. That's my guess. And then he'll be waiting for us there. You're Misty side. Which side are you? Light or dark? I'm light. I'm wearing white today because I'm team light. Day 1 in the name of my Lord Gloon. Harley, have faith. Where am I reading from this from? This is from the Steam page right here. That link. That is the Steam Lost Colony page. Yeah, so that's what they're saying is they're coming from the lieutenants. Aw, that's very nice of you, Architect. I hope you enjoyed as well. Team Light. Look, 36% of us are Team Light. Y'all are smart. Dark is creeping up there. Dark is creeping up, y'all. I want to bring over the Titans from Extinction. I'm on single player. That would be so cool. That would be interesting. The loofahs. That's one of the things I'm most excited for. I have thus named them, Brainiac, as loofahs. The Cryolophosauruses. They're loofahs. Was releasing Gato. Up top, 23 minutes and 2 seconds. By the way, that thing that you see behind me is my tinsel. It's my tinsel. That red thing flashing is tinsel. 46 or better in some cases, minimum requirement. Is the real prize. Aw, y'all are really excited about it, huh? Chat name to Gloon posting. Oh my god, have they? I love it when they start getting cheeky. Let me see. Oh, they have! They've called it Gloon posting. That's cute. I know Dolly was fighting back and forth with the Lost King in there earlier as well, which was quite funny. So, any Glooners? Okay, so yeah, that is the information that we have as of right now. So we can probably play this as well for you guys if you'd like. Let me pop this on screen. Let me mute that, turn up this volume. unmute that. And while this is playing, I'm going to go on a quick bio break because we're in the home stretch, 21 minutes. All right. I will be right back. I'm going to let you guys watch this, and I will return shortly.
Do you know what it's like to want someone back with you more than anything?
I do. I loved someone once. Very much.
What happened to her?
I had to leave her behind.
Mayin's story continued to the far side of the earth, into frozen wastes shrouded in endless night. Our small pocket of humanity managed to survive the long cataclysm in a place called Arat Prime. But what she found instead,
What? What was it?
there she found the stuff of nightmares.
Do you know what it's like to want someone back with you more than anything?
I do. I loved someone once. Very much.
What happened to her?
I had to leave her behind.
Mayin's story continued to the far side of the earth, into frozen wastes shrouded in endless night. Our small pocket of humanity managed to survive the long cataclysm in a place called Arat Prime. But what she found instead,
What? What was it?
there she found the stuff of nightmares.
All right, there we go. That is the trailer. You guys get to watch it a little bit extra. Let me minimize that. So, what are we thinking? What are our theories that we aren't sure about yet, but that we're going to experience with Lost Colony in 16 minutes? In 16 minutes. Oh wait, I have a notification. Oh, but that's something else. Okay, I will check that later. So, we're repeating. Yeah, sorry. I had to. I was trying to work on something. I was trying to work on the stupid Twitch thingy, but Twitch is still being dumb. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the Twitch stream and why it's so weird. And why I can't get it to work. I think it's because it's trying to do like a 10,000 bit rate. And I can't get it to not do that. Like it's just being super dumb. Let me see if I do maybe this. Sounds good. I don't know what I put it on to make it work, but it worked briefly. It worked very briefly earlier, and now it's not working. So I don't know what I did earlier to make it work, but I definitely did something. And now it's super bugged and doesn't want to work again. So I'm so sorry, Twitch homies. I did try. I know you can hear me, but it just simply doesn't want to work. Yo, wait, over here. Yo, Derek coming in with 5 gifted memberships, you absolute legend. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and stop the Twitch stream again because I can't get it to work. But yo, thank you. We got Troy, we got Daniel, Alley Cat, Lord Renegade, Floristic, all got gifted memberships by Derek. Thank you so much. By the way, you can play on the service if you get gifted membership as well. That is a thing. You just need to be a member to play on our community servers. But yeah, unfortunately no Twitch stream. I did try though. I just don't want to use Restream. I don't want to use that whole thing. So I've been avoiding doing that, and I don't think I have a choice, right? So anyways, what do you guys think? We're in the final stretch here. It's fate. I know, rip Twitch. It worked earlier. It did work earlier. It just doesn't want to work now. So anyways, what did I miss in chat while I went to go turn my heat down? For the map, to be fair, yeah, there's a lot of ambition, and I think, I mean, they're really proud of it, I think, and they're very excited for it. I think this is a small snippet of what we're possibly going to see when ARK 2 comes out as well. This is just a small snippet of what is going to tie into ARK 2 and what we're going to have access to in ARK 2, because the skill tree is actually originally from ARK 2, and then they decided to bring it back into ASA for us. Lots of death. Fireman, I can agree with you on that. I think that's very likely. The Lost Colony is only online. Can I play? You can play single player. Yeah, of course you can play single player. It's going to be just like any other ARK map. You can play it online or in single player. 9 more minutes. No, 13 minutes. We're 13 minutes. 10 minutes and ARK will change forever, sort of. Yeah, we're 13 minutes away. 13 minutes away. I was tempted to stay up a little bit longer to look at the map, but you should sleep. You should sleep. You can there's going to be so much content for you to watch later. Hey, Last Option, how's it going? Good morning. Are going to be next gen ARK is, I mean, Genesis, yeah. Raptor, oh, I swear if I die to a raptor first, I'm going to cry. I think I'm most likely going to die of the cold when we do actually start playing. They're going to push it back, just watch. Nah, I think it's coming out. I think it's coming out. I think it's coming out. Also, let me make sure I can see Tiki Taki over here. Tiki Taki, I see you guys. So you're itching your skin. You want to see it now? I know. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. It's coming. Did everyone take off from work? I'm very lucky. I'm technically done with work for the holidays. I just got like some things I have to do next week, but I'm technically off of work now, and I can dedicate a huge amount of time to this. So when the map comes out, we're going to go through the new creatures. We're going to explore the map. You know what? I think that's a good thing that we should. Okay, I'm going to end this poll. I want to know what you guys want to see first. What should we look at first? What should we explore first? Map. Creature taming. I think we should explore the map first before we do creatures, but I'm gonna see what you guys are wanting. Creature taming, new tiers, or do we just go straight into the boss? Let's see what you guys want first. I'm doing a poll. Let's do a poll. You guys get to place your bets, your choices. Make your choices. Here you go. Poll at the top of chat for you. You want to see the city? Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I think we should explore the map first and then do the creatures. Tyler. Yeah, definitely. Fortitude's definitely going to be needed. I'm one of those people that always runs like 20 fortitude on a character no matter what. So yeah, that is definitely going to be a thing. Definitely, for sure. I have a community server. I don't have a Patreon. I have a Patreon, but I don't really use it for anything. But I do have a community server. You have to be just a member on YouTube in order to join. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. That's really nice of you, pianist. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, it should be in the description of this stream. Let me just double check. The description of this stream should have the information on joining the server. Yeah. How to join the community servers is in the description of the stream. Yep. Your rad character has 46 fortitude. Dang. I mean, honestly, you might want to mind wipe and then take your character over. Bidding by the neophyte will give us a disease. Ooh. Ooh. Mill. I like that. I like that. Would be cool. A new disease would be very interesting. I like that. You're 40 fortitude. Dang, y'all rock it. Okay, I used to get judged really hard for having 20 fortitude. Y'all are putting me to shame. Why fortitude? Fortitude will help you survive in different elements like cold and stuff like that. It also helps prevent you from getting knocked out, if you didn't know. You did join today and filled in the application. Fantastic. So what I will do is after this big stream is over, I will be doing a whitelist update. And I'll do another one before the server comes out tonight before I stream. Because when we have to update the whitelist, I have to take the servers down. So, yo, Venenosa, thank you so much for subscribing. Is Lost Colony cold? It is literally it's the Arctic. It's the Arctic. It is very cold, yes. But yeah, so in order to do whitelist updates, you have to completely take the servers down. So I usually do them before streams and after streams. So that way we can get them. The community server is not going to be up for about 9 to 10 hours though. I'm going to release it when I stream. So because we have to wait for Nitrado to update, and usually there's some issues that they gotta fix. So I don't like to release the servers right away because then they're constantly doing updates and then I constantly have to restart the servers and stuff like that. So it's better to just wait, make sure that all of the mods are correct, make sure everybody's ready, and then we do a big start stream together. So well, they'll add more servers as they see people needing them. That's usually how it works, Andrew. They'll release them over time because they don't want to release too many and then they've got all these extra servers that there's only like 1 or 2 people playing on, because that costs them money, right? I haven't decided yet, iSteams. We'll decide if we're going to be a naked Bob or if we're going to be a leveled player later, after we actually see the map and see how it is. Tails, you haven't snoozed your alarm. Well, good thing. Yo, thank you so much for 10 months. Hello, thank you so much. It's gotta be really late for you, right? Yo, Big Nick, thank you so much for subscribing. It's gotta be really late over in Brazil, I think. I live in Korea, y'all. It's currently 12:52 p.m. It's about to be 1 p.m. We'll have to see how it is. We'll have to see. If I think like the spawn area is super difficult, then we'll probably go with a leveled character. Mystic, they never have enough servers. I understand that, Andrew. I understand. But you also have to see it from their perspective. If they put out too many and there's like 1 or 2 people playing on the servers, then they're wasting their money, right? And also, they can't then just be like, oh yeah, by the way, we're taking the server away from you. They can't do that. So Large Jarv, welcome and thank you so much for subscribing. I'm gonna be the nude guy among the Ascended players on our own server. I always am, Stone. You don't understand. My chat loves to watch me die. Like, have you seen any of my series? It's just death respawn simulators. Ragnarok. I was so damn determined to live in the Highlands that I died like 30 times day one because of the cold on a level 1 character. It was the respawn simulator. Yeah, it's a balancing act. Yo, pianist, thank you so much for becoming a member. See, that's the thing, Stone. I love early game ARK. I like the struggle of early game ARK. I have yet to ever take any of my leveled characters to a new server in ASA. I only ever did it on official, back in ASE. So, Bob, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Welcome in, guys. Y'all are excited for the gloons. they're like noglins for me. They look so weird. They just look so weird. You know what? I'm going to go over to the ARK page because we're probably going to get a trailer from them soon. Soon. I'm so hyped. I'm hyped too. The hype is real. The hype is super real. Watching people get jumped is funny. The Dreadmare. I do think the Dreadmare will be on this map. I would be very surprised if it wasn't. It definitely fits the map very well. We already know Manas will be. Manas, Gigantoraptors, RGs, because we saw that all in the really crappy trailer. 5 Minutes to Chaos. It's gonna look so cool. I'm a little bit worried about frames. We'll have to see. I don't know if you mean the Megaraptor? I don't know. You feel like a kid waiting for ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. Elderclaw, I actually do think the Elderclaw will be there. Yo, me thinks too much. I like your name. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm gonna do a shout out here, Mystic, if it's okay. Respect the rule of no self-promotion. Otherwise you could get banned. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you're asking permission or not. I don't know what you're asking a shout out for. Are we gonna beat the boss night? Yeah, we're gonna check out the boss. Yeah. Lost Colony, yeah, the Elderclaw should be there as well. But it's interesting that they didn't include it in the list of creatures, though, which I thought was kind of weird. Bloodstalker, no, that is Gen 1. Bloodstalker is Gen 1. I hope there's no Pyros. I really hope there's no Pyros. Give me Reapers. I don't know if there's going to be Reapers. We're going to have to see. Hey, Mr. Werewolf, how's it going? I'll definitely be on Lost Colony since it was part of the expansion pack. Yeah, but it's weird that they didn't include it in the creature list. I thought that was kind of strange. I thought that was a little bit weird that they didn't include it. Dolly's typing. We're going to ARK. All right. She's typing in announcements. Is she typing in announcements? Or is she typing in just regular? She's typing in regular? I can't tell. I hope there's no Pyros. I freaking hate Pyros. Kev, I hate Pyros. They're the Temu version of Shadow Mains. You cannot change my mind. No delay. She was typing in announcements, then definitely not a delay. They're probably getting the announcement ready to go out. No, they're not going to delay it. They are not delaying it. That's what I'm wondering, Emil. It would be very interesting if there are Reapers for that as well. But I don't know if they'll be tameable or if they'll be the Edmundium infused ones. Am I wrong, Abby? Am I wrong? Kev, I'ma unmod you. I'ma unmod you. How dare you insult my baby cats? Shots are being fired. I'm gonna throw water on your pyromane and it's gonna be a wet cat. I don't like pyros. I've literally never tamed one. I have never tamed a pyro. Oh, I see Dolly typing. I see it. I'm watching it. Hello, Toxic. Surfing cats. Give back my shadow cat. I know. I slap my finger. I know. I'm sitting here watching it. I think there's like probably like 1,000 people in Discord watching the announcements channel right now. Yeah. It's a real timer. It is a real timer. It is a real timer. Delayed? No. I think this is the announcement because it's 2 minutes out. I think she's typing it. She's getting it together and then she will release it. Oh! Never mind. It's delayed. It's delayed 2.5 hours. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. Can I share my Discord? Okay, you guys can see this, I think. I think you guys can see this. Give me 1 second. Let me move it up here. All right, guys. This is the announcement. Hey folks, quick launch update. Xbox and Steam are now expected to release at 10:30 p.m. Pacific at the earliest. We are in the at the earliest. That's concerning. That's 2.5 hours from now. We're in the final stages of preparing the release servers. PlayStation survivors, we've hit a snag. Unfortunately, the holiday certification pipelines, it's always PlayStation. It's always PlayStation, man. PlayStation, fix your shit. With the process moving approximately 10 times slower than the typical turnaround time. Holy shit. Kathy, thank you so much for subscribing. Abby, no. It's 2.5 hours from now. It's 8 p.m. PST right now. It's 2.5 hours from now. It's 2.5 hours. The team will be standing by waiting for the green light. As soon as they approve this, we will set PlayStation Live on the other platforms. So it looks like the PlayStation's going to be delayed. Unknown ETA. Splitting the launch isn't ideal, and we plan to release a fresh batch of official servers when the update goes live for PlayStation. We're doing everything we can to expedite things on our end and hope to have good news for our PlayStation players soon. Yeah. Are you Pacific time? This is PST. PST. Yeah. I'm literally gonna look Pacific time. It is 8:01 p.m. PST, chat. 8:01, which is when it was originally supposed to release. It is 2.5 hours from now. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Well, that's unfortunate. 10:30 PST at the earliest. Yeah. That's a little bit concerning, right? Everything's delayed, Jordan. Okay, so basically, let me kind of explain it. Let me also, I guess I'll go ahead and update my timer. Let me go into stream elements here. They have delayed Xbox and PC until 10:30 p.m. PST, which is 2.5 hours from now. PlayStation, apparently there is a huge waiting line to get certifications through, 10 times longer than normal. And that means that they don't know when PlayStation is going to get access. That's basically what that message says. Let me update this timer here. Shush kaboosh, it's sub. Yo, thank you so much for subscribing, Groby-Wan. All right, so let me update my timer. We're gonna change this to 3:30. There we go. Timer is the new timer right there. That is the new timer. There it is. They're gonna be announcing Winter Wonderland with this week's Community Crunch. That's where it is. I think they're really, really busy, and I wouldn't expect anything new from Winter Wonderland this year because I think they're so focused on Lost Colony. Yeah. I don't think that they expected it. I think they just I don't think that they expected it to take that long. I think the PlayStation is a huge problem. Unfortunately, I think the PlayStation situation is a big part of this. But yeah, that really sucks. There is a delay, Vatsilian. There is new timer. Well, Basic, how are they supposed to know that it's going to take 10 times longer than normal? How were they supposed to know that? Look, I'm not defending Wildcard. I appreciate their honesty and trying to give us times. They're trying to. The thing is you guys get upset when they don't give you times. We get upset when they do give us times. So at the end of the day, they're trying their best. It's not like they want it to be delayed. You got to keep that in mind. There's no reason for them to want it to be delayed, right? So, it's because they're not wildcard heirs. I think the difference is wildcard kind of okay. Think about it this way. How many of you procrastinate on projects, or you procrastinate on homework, or like you waited until the last minute to make sure everything was done? I'm that way. I'm a procrastinator. It could just be that is the case with them. I don't know, but I understand it because it's a 2.5 hour delay. It's a 2.5 hour delay. 2.5 hours. It is currently 8 p.m. PST, and it is coming out at 10:30 p.m. PST, hopefully. Jolts, the thing is then you're gonna have people mad about that, because then we don't know when it's gonna be out. That's the thing. We don't know. So, Yep. Well, Sean, the problem was the reason it got delayed anyways because there was a big bug that they found and they had to fix it, which is why they delayed it 8 hours. They didn't realize that certification with PlayStation was going to take 10 times longer. So. Like, I played you for homework and you did it the next few days. AK subs, let's do it. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sad. I know you guys are sad too. This is sad, man. Well, so it was apparently a big enough problem of a bug, because think about it this way. They're not having, like 100 or 200 people test the game. They're probably having like maybe 10 to 20 people test the game. And that's why there's so many bug fixes after the maps come out, because then you've got 20, 30, 40,000 people playing it. And they're going to find more bugs as that progresses with more people playing the game. So whatever they found was a big enough bug that they could not release it with that bug. So we're 2.5 hours. Timer's at the top of the screen. So the player base is angry about delays, and I suggest don't play for 1 to 2 weeks because bugs and what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we love the game. Like, I don't know. I think I used to get really upset with the delays back in ASE when I like, I don't know, when I really only ever played ARK. And now that I play so many other games, like this is the only game that does this. But like, I'm also, I kind of see it like from their perspective a little bit more, because there are certain things that are out of their control. And from a business perspective, they don't want to delay it. But from a developer perspective, they need to delay it for whatever reason. So, yeah. Aw, Rain. So, I used to be one of those grumpy people going like, wild card? Why is it delayed again? It's typical wild card. Now I'm like, wild card. I know, right, Ghost? Right? William, thanks so much for subscribing. ARK, it's not even wild card. ARK is a love-hate relationship. You love the game, but you hate the delays. But I would rather them, do what they need to do to make sure that it is ready, so that way we can enjoy it. I am numb. You know what, August? I think that is probably the best description. I am numb. Ice Demons, 2 hours and 22 minutes is the next estimate release. So, taming all them ARK bugs since ASE, so I'm used to it. Yeah, I think like I think newer players get more upset than older players. I think the longer that you're an ARK player, the more numb you get to it. And then the more just like, yeah. I am optimistic, though, that they will one day be on time. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But there's nothing we can do about it. I think that's the funny thing is like you can be upset about it, but there's nothing that can be done about it other than to just accept the fact that it's delayed, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. We'll be okay. We'll survive, guys. Europe time. Joseph, 2 hours and 21 minutes from now. Every online game is like this on every release. Yeah, and I mean, the thing is I think I give a lot more credit to Wildcard. Yo, Muhammad, thank you so much for subscribing. I give a lot more credit to Wildcard because if you guys think about ARK, name a game that is like ARK. Like, truly, with how in-depth it is, what you're able to do in it. Eddie, thank you so much for subscribing. The things that you're able to do in ARK and the gameplay experience and how it is and the mods and everything like that. I would be hard-pressed to find a game like ARK. I think it's very difficult to. And Minecraft, no. Minecraft doesn't even look like ARK. Fall Guys? Fall Guys is nothing like ARK. Fall Guys isn't even a survival game. What do you mean? Nothing matches ARK. Yeah, if you actually sit down and think about what ARK is. Jeju. Samdasu. Annyeong. If you sit down and actually think about what ARK is, there is nothing like ARK. There really isn't. And as much as we hate, Rust is also nothing like ARK. Maybe, like, if you're thinking about the PvP side of it, but the PvE side, absolutely not. Fortnite, nothing like ARK. ARK is outdated? Damn. Fall Guys. What do you guys think about Fall Guys? Hey, thank you so much for subscribing. There is nothing like ARK, man. ARK is unique. ARK is incredible. The storyline, the fact that, like, where it's come from. If you guys think back to where ARK was when it first came back in, 10 years ago, 2015, it's completely different. Atlas? Anybody still play Atlas? Y'all are just bitter. All right, look, let's be honest, Lottie, you're very grumpy right now. But that's what I'm saying, Kunji. There is nothing like ARK, like truly like ARK. So, Atlas is dead. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't think I've heard anybody playing Atlas in a hot minute. Atlas is peak. GTA 6. Yeah. GTA 6. There we go. Once Human's the same. I actually really like Once Human. The problem with Once Human is they have one map. Problem with Once Human is that they have one map. They need to invest in map development. Atlas had potential. Palworld's fantastic, but Palworld still doesn't measure up to ARK. Palworld is an amazing game. I love Palworld. We have a community server for Palworld, which there's also a huge new update to Palworld, by the way. But Once Human has amazing potential. But they need to invest in new maps. They need to stop using the same map. That is my problem with Once Human, is that it is the same map over and over and over and over again. That is my problem with Once Human. That is literally one map. Yeah. 7 Days to Die. Having now played 7 Days to Die, I would still not even compare 7 Days to Die to ARK. You can't even tame stuff in 7 Days to Die. What do you mean? I've never played Pixar. I've also, by the way, guys, I've never played Minecraft, but because of Extra Life, we're going to be playing Minecraft in 2026. Yo, Tekanico, thank you so much for subscribing. So we're going to be playing Pokemon Legends ZA and Minecraft in the new year. As a reward for Extra Life this year. If you guys would like to see me do that, I will be doing that on my main channel, which is the one that is going to pop up in chat in just a second, so you can go subscribe over there. Yeah, I think there's some aspects that it might be better, like the survival and stuff like that. But I hate the graphics in Minecraft. This is why I've never played it. I don't want to play Pokemon ZA. I don't wanna. But you guys asked me to, and my very good friend sent me their copy of ZA. This is how it arrived. So I'll be playing ZA with this. I haven't played DayZ. I don't like zombie games. Yay! Yay! I've seen Conan. I don't like Conan. I like it. I've seen people play it. It just didn't look that great to me. I know graphics mods. Oh, I'm sorry, King. Cozy, this is a countdown. This is a countdown. 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's a countdown. It's whatever 2 hours and 15 minutes from you right now is when we can expect it. Soul Mask. I've not actually heard of that one. Sarcasm detector. Ooh, I like that. How can I be Korean? Busan 살아요. I live in Korea. I live in Busan. I like Subnautica, but Subnautica still it's not like ARK at all. Fast forward 2 hours and 15 minutes. Easy. Let me. Sorry. Oh, okay, there we go. Guys, it's releasing in 5 seconds. Unfortunately, Kumar, you're wrong. It's definitely not dead. Do you live in Jeju? Jeju 사람 있어요? Yeah. Jeju 사람. Can you speed the time up? Give me 1 second. Let me hack into the network of space and time. 하지만 이건 제거의 생존. Oh my god, it's hard to read Korean on my computer. 계란말이입니다. 계란말이? 뭐예요? But what? Best survival scrambled eggs? 계란? It's not 아침 anymore. It's 오후. Use the ARK watch. Me too, don't worry. Time is passing quickly. It is. I don't know. So like, should we stay live for the next 2.5 hours and just sit here and watch this timer and chat? I don't know what we should do. If we should take a break. Oh, got it. Oh. Expedition 33. That is on my list of games to play this winter. Expedition 33. Not only one game of the year. Amazing game. 10 out of 10. Amazing game. But they also got a update and a DLC. So, Danny, you should go to sleep, man. Play ARK for 2.5 hours. Take a break for a while. That's what I'm thinking, because the thing is I don't want to be tired. Silver 6, thank you so much for subscribing. It is such a good game. Such a good game. 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Expedition 33 is amazing. She says she doesn't like zombie games, but there was definite joy when she was vaporizing zombies and somebody died. I like Loot K. Look. I even have an emote for loot. Is loot. Aww. Are they going to release the trailer before they release the map? They usually release the trailer with the map. Let me look at. They haven't put it out on YouTube yet. So, unfortunately. 부산 살 가라고 생각도 못했네. Yeah, I live in Busan. Disappointed. I feel you. Am I interest you in Scum? No, I'm good. Scum. 안 돼. I don't want to. Don't stay up for wild card. August, you don't even play ARK, and I feel like we've corrupted you and turned you into that. Over 100 dinosaur species with individual behavior and skills makes ARK unique. Absolutely. 100%. ARK is amazing. There is no other game that is like ARK. Just like there's also not really any other games that are like Palworld. I think Palworld is also super unique. Unready Gamer. Thank you so much for subscribing. Take a break because you have a long time. I know. I know. I know the Train to Busan movie, but I haven't watched it because I don't like zombies. I hate zombies. No, Daddy, no. It's a little bit of PlayStation, but also them just trying to get the servers ready. Trying to get 8K subs. We are trying. The goal is to hopefully hit 8K before the end of 2025. That would be very cool to do. It would be very awesome. PvE? Aw. Yeah, PvE. I prefer PvE. Well, considering the fact that we hit 7K last night and we're at 7.1K, it is definitely possible. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. I don't like zombies. I hate zombies. Would you rather? Do you hate zombies like because you think they're scary? I just hate them. I just don't like them. They're terrifying. I also don't like scary movies. I don't like watching horror movies. I don't like scary movies. Titanic gave me nightmares as a child. When is the update for PSN? We don't know, Lee. So there's a huge delay because of PlayStation and other problems. I know, Airs. I know. I don't like the zombies. But they're more like corrupt. I'm going to think of them as corrupted creatures. Like, I'm going to think of them like extinction creatures. Update is a myth at this point. Now it's coming. It's always coming. Well, the thing is there's always a problem with PlayStation. That's just always how it is. Always has been, always will be. But this time, poor PlayStation is getting the short end of the stick, and it's taking 10 times longer than the typical turnaround because of the holidays and stuff. So, it's a Steam machine. Love. Oh, do you have that? Do you like it? We've had some people talking about that recently. They're literally called revenants, like the undead. I know. Gage, thank you so much for subscribing. The truck hauling logs? What? Are we serious blaming on No, we're not blaming PlayStation. It's not PlayStation's fault, but it's not the PlayStation players, but the delays with certification is always a PlayStation thing. PlayStation, if you look back into all the announcements, it's always a problem with certification with PlayStation. Always a problem. I'm not saying it's PlayStation as a whole. I started as a PlayStation 4 player before I got a PC to play modded ARK. There's always a certification problem with PlayStation. Like always, almost every single release. So it's just unfortunate that way. Got you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, we're delayed. Always just ARK. Do they ignore ARK? I think the problem is this is what I'm saying, is the back end of ARK. Obviously, there's a few parts of this. We know that ARK is a terribly optimized game. Nobody can debate that fact. It is a fact. It is not a guess. It is a fact. ARK is a terribly optimized game. But then you also have to think, I'm not a game developer, but I can only imagine that behind the scenes that there are things that go into the certification process that have to do with the builds that may kind of clash with certain things in certain systems. Basic hush. And so I think that there is that issue and that problem where there's something in the back end that Sony doesn't like, and that's why it has issues. No, we are not doing a home tour. My house, I need to do laundry. I need to clean. No. Wait, you guys want me to open Pokemon cards right now? I don't have anything to open. Why are we doing Pokemon cards? This is an ARK channel, y'all. So, there's back-end stuff that Sony doesn't like, and Sony struggles with for some reason. So, show and tell. I got Christmas lights. I have Christmas lights I need to put up. I can't take a nap. We've got 2 hours. I need like a minimum 2.5 hours to sleep. You have monies. No, we're not doing Pokemon cards. We're not doing Pokemon cards. By the way, if you guys missed it last night, one of the things that we got as a part of our unlock for Extra Life this year was that I have to dye my hair.
I have blue and purple that I'm going to be dyeing my hair in 2026 during the holidays. So stay tuned. We have ink blue and ink purple to dye my hair. Christmas light pack opening. Preparian, good morning, sir. How are you? I don't know, what Pokemon cards do you want me to open? What do you want me to open? Show your ears? No. Remember, Iron Mask, those are not free. All right? This isn't only ears. Okay? Go do milestones. But the thing is, I haven't decided. I feel like I should take a break. You haven't gone to bed yet, Disco. Go to sleep. My house needs to be cleaned, y'all. I also have no way to do a house tour because my camera is literally plugged into my PC. Can I give you life advice? I'm a content creator. I don't know. I don't know. Do what makes you happy. That's my PSA of the day. It's my TED Talk. Go do my chores. I do need to do laundry. Sleep is for casual gamers. Y'all are just up to no good. Y'all are absolutely up to no good. I think here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me open up YouTube here. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a new stream. We're gonna go live in, I don't know, 30 minutes? 30 minutes, no. 30 minutes before it's supposed to come out. Sleep is for the week. And then we'll see. Let me schedule a stream. Oh, wait, this one's not even coming up because I'm live right now. Can't do it. So, Mystic tells ghost stories. There once was a ghost.
Hungry. Why not? Eyes emoji. Better than feet.
I'm not showing you my feet, but. So weird. I don't know what. I don't know. This is weird. There's my ear. It's ears. Cleaning is work, though. I know it is. I know. But I'm also super hot. I'm like dying in my apartment right now. Iron Mask, thank you so much for the super chat. That's what you get. It's fine. Everything's fine. I better hide them ears. Might fly away. Oh, jeez. Better than feet. God, y'all are weird. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all are weird. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna raid over to another content creator. I think Flinger might be live right now. I don't know if he's gonna. I feel you on that one. Yeah. I think Flinger's live right now. Knows only the nose. Nobody knows what the nose knows. Only the nose knows what the nose knows. The feet thing. Feet are gross. I agree. Feet are gross. I don't want to touch somebody's feet or look at somebody's feet or anything. Cover them ears up, Queen. You get white. Shush kaboosh. It's sub. I'm not gonna read that. Boy, thank you so much for subscribing. As a tongue twister, I had to read that actually slowly. I think we're gonna raid over to another content creator. We are gonna be live again in an hour and a half. We'll be live in an hour and a half. I'm gonna go do laundry, take a break because I want to have a lot of energy for Lost Colony. But we'll be live 30 minutes before Lost Colony comes out. All right, guys. So if you haven't already subscribe. But we're gonna raid over to another ARK content creator. I do think that Flinger is live. I think I saw that. ARK survival. I'm not gonna sit here for 2 hours. I feel like 2 hours is a long time to sit here wasting breath. There's a lot of people live right now. I think I saw that Flinger was live. Doesn't he have redirects turned on? Or does he not? I thought he did. Am I crazy? 1 second. Thought I saw Flinger was live. He is. Does he not have redirects? I thought he did. He does. Okay. yeah, he doesn't have arc survival in his thing. We're gonna redirect over to Flinger. He's super cool, super nice. You guys will like hang out with him. We'll be back in 2 hours. I'm gonna set up a stream, and y'all can come back if you want to. But if not, go hang out with Flinger. We're gonna do a hashtag Mystic Raid over to him. Go give him some love. Hang out with him, and maybe he's got some information for you guys. All right. But yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back in 2 hours. An hour and a half. Hour and a half. I'm gonna go do laundry and stuff, and then we'll come back. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Like I said, we'll be live in a bit. All right, catch ya in a hot minute. Maybe I can also figure out Twitch in the meantime. All right, I'm gonna try. See you on the other side. Bye. Bye.